the Resistance.
All right, so the first story is kind of spoilery. Now, we understand that term could mean different things to different people. This is kind of pictures of the cast in maybe some locations, so if you're kind of worried about that, you might want to skip ahead.
So let's cue the Death Star siren right here.
And if you're watching on YouTube, you'll be able to see exactly where we'll move on to the next story. So it makes it a little bit easier for the podcast listeners. If you didn't know we do it on YouTube, every story is categorized. So there's that. All right, but let's get into this. So The Sun is a UK publication. I believe they're actually started as a magazine, but they have a lot of like internet stuff on their website. And
is it the Twin Sun, James?
It's not the Twin Sun. That is different. That is a Star Wars only publication that does not exist. But we did have some photos come from this company, and it is of Finn and Poe and Chewie, and they are on a hill, like the side of a hill. So, and they have some horses, but the horses are covered with some things, and there's some markers on their faces. So we clearly see that could potentially be an alien of some sort, a different type of species. Probably not, or not fathiers, maybe, but maybe, who knows? Which would be kind of neat to bring that back in. But I think we also saw a lot of extras in this scene as well. I think we got some really cool looks at like the clothes, which was one of the tip-off points that the J.J. Abrams photo that he took on the first day of shooting. We speculated that blurry person might be Rey. I think that's what most people were leaning for. And our own Lacey Gilleran, we kind of got to roll our eyes on this, but she was dead set that was Poe. And now that we're looking at these photos, she's right. Like, you can tell.
Yeah.
John, what did you think?
Lacey nailed it.
Yeah, what did you think of these set leak photos? It's kind of a taboo thing. Should we be talking about, leaked information that Lucasfilm doesn't want us really looking at? But we got to talk about what's out there, right?
Yeah, so that's the thing. It's really tricky because... And first of all, I'm annoyed that Lacey was right and I was wrong. I think you were leaning Rey as well, right?
Yes, yeah.
So yeah, we were wrong. She was right. Fine. But moving
Nobody
on from
said
that,
Indiana Jones, but he kind of looks like Indiana Jones too.
Right. Yeah, it's interesting to me because they were leaked. So once they are, you kind of have to do something about it in terms of Star Wars Newsnet. So we wanted to put them out there, and we didn't put them out to the public, so you had to go into the article to see it. I don't believe in just throwing them out there because there's a lot of people who don't want to see them, and sometimes I don't want to see them, right? So, but once I did look at these, because I started seeing them, and it was one of those things where like you're looking through your fingers, and you might as well just take your hand away because you see everything. Sure. So I see you have Poe with his like you're saying, like almost like a. He looks like Brendan Fraser from The Mummy. Like it's just like it's very like King Kong, like 1930s type of look. And then you have Finn here with a very Han Solo looking type of outfit with the blue pants, an almost vest looking type of thing up top there.
Yeah, it's kind of. They both kind of look very Safari Explorer.
Yes, and they both have the straps and their man purse. And one thing I wanted to point out. Everyone made a big deal when they saw John Boyega training with like cornrows in his hair, and they're like, "Oh, that's Finn's new haircut." But then Sleemo, I don't know if you know Sleemo, a popular Twitter account, and she posts a lot of stuff that she just digs up everywhere. She noticed him preparing for episode 9, putting on a wig over that actually looks more like Finn, and that's what he looks like here. So Finn's looking very Finn normally here. And then
he's like, gotta grow my hair out. You'll see why. And then we don't see why.
Yeah, and then we don't see why. And then obviously you see Jonas here. He's filming some shots, standing around. It's Chewie, chilling out under an umbrella. And like you said, the extras. So it just, what's funny is it looks like, and I know the magic of Star Wars will help this, but it looks like their bus broke down and they're just on the side of the road waiting to get picked up by their Ubers. I don't know. I honestly focused on the main characters here. I went right right to them. And again, it's weird not seeing Rey here. So you got to think that maybe she's already on her Luke Skywalker journey, where she's going to confront Kylo, type of thing that I've been speculating about. But it's interesting.
That's where we differ, because I didn't go there at all. I looked a little bit at Finn and Poe, obviously, Chewie's in the scene too, but my thing was purpose, place. What are they doing? Where could this be? They're trying to meet up with Chewie. They're trying to look for people. They're on this planet. They seem to be alone. Are they on a Finn and Rose kind of adventure? Running through these hills and stuff. I don't know. That's where my mind went, is purpose and place.
Yeah, I mean, they're interesting just because I was shocked to see them pop up today. But they obviously don't tell us too much, and for all we know, everything there could be filled in with effects and obviously, like you're saying, those horses look like they're marked so that they could be banthas, they could be fathiers, they could be a new type of thing that people are riding around on. So there's a lot to be done here via ILM that's going to make this look more than people just standing around because their bus broke down.
Hey everyone, thanks for watching that video, and if you liked it, please give it a thumbs up and head over to the full episode by clicking this box here. If you want, you can subscribe, and that way you get all the weekly news, you get our discussions, you get information on our giveaways whenever we do them. It's a good time, we promise. Thanks for watching the Resistance Broadcast.